Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you found your way here, and today we are going to analyze our hair. Yay! So I might look a little bit different today. I have my glasses on because I frankly just couldn't be bothered by putting in my lenses, my contacts. But yes, let's get straight into the video. We're going to analyze our hair in terms of texture, porosity, elasticity, and density. And the reason to why it can be helpful to analyze your hair is because, well, when you know what kind of hair you're dealing with, then you are much better position to give in your hair the specific needs that it requires in order to grow and thrive in the best possible way. So that is why we're analyzing our hair today. So the first part in analyzing our hair is to recognizing what texture you have. So a couple of years ago, I found this really nice hair chart that divides the hair into fine hair, combination hair, and coarse hair. And basically, it shows that people have, different thickness of the hair strand. My personal hair is quite thin, so I have put myself into the fine hair box. The nice thing with this particular hair type chart is that it shows what each person should or might try for their particular hair. For example, I put myself in the thin hair type box, so I should seal my hair with coconut oil, finger detangle, not use much heat, not use color, not chemically treat my hair, etc. You have to kind of assess depending on you personally, individually, because for example, for me, coconut oil, I already know from experience that it does not really work very well on my hair. It makes my hair feel dry. It works nice on my scalp, but not on my hair. And I also feel it's more of a moisturizing oil, so more so than a sealant. So personally, I want to try grapeseed oil, which is also a very light oil and suitable for my hair type, which is very, very fine hair. So yes, that's texture. So find out what texture you have. Do you have thin hair strands, medium, or coarse? If it's hard to know, compare yourself with somebody else, a friend. Maybe that makes it easier to assess where you fall. So part 2 in analyzing our hair is to understand porosity. Porosity basically means your hair strand's ability to hold on to moisture or let go of moisture, we could say. So a hair strand is outer layers of the hair strand is built up of cuticles, and they kind of look like fish scales that are like packed together like this, and they can either be open or closed. So low porosity hair has closed cuticles, so it will feel smooth to the touch if you run your hair up and down, and if you run your fingers up and down the hair strand, and it's hard for moisture to enter the cuticles, but it's also hard for moisture to get out of the cuticles once they're inside there. Normal porosity hair is slightly raised. The cuticles are slightly raised, so hair moisture can go in, and it can also stay in there. So that's like the ideal. The cuticle is supposed to protect the softer center of the hair, which is called the cortex. So having healthy cuticles is very important. Knowing about your porosity can really help you improve your results in your hair journey. So I'm definitely going to take my hair porosity into consideration, and whenever I wash my hair, use high temperature water, and yeah, I'll see if there's any other thing that I can do since I have low porosity hair. So the third part of analyzing our hair is to understand elasticity. Elasticity means the hair's ability to stretch out and revert back into its natural stage or length without snapping off. A hair shaft with poor elasticity doesn't stretch out very far and reverse back, but instead it snaps off easily when grooming, combing, and manipulating the hair. A hair shaft with normal elasticity can stretch out and revert back to its natural state without snapping off. A hair shaft which is overly elastic stretches out and does not revert back, but actually just stretches out and becomes limp, and eventually it breaks off. So hair loses elasticity with excessive use of heat and or excessive use of chemicals like coloring and perms and stuff like that. And that is because heat and chemical changes or chemical products breaks down the natural building blocks of the hair, which is protein. So the key with kind of managing the elasticity of your hair is to balance protein and moisture levels in your hair. So if your hair is overly elastic and just stretches out and stays limp, that is too much moisture and you need to add some protein into your regimen. And if it really doesn't, if it just breaks off and it's super dry, then you need more moisture. And the fourth and last way to kind of analyze your hair is to understand the density of your hair. So density refers to how much hair you have on your head, how many strands of hair grows out of your scalp. There are several ways of determining if you have high density, low density, or average density hair, and that is basically to see your hair when it's let down. Do you see any scalp? If you see any scalp, then you probably have low density hair. The second thing is you can tie your hair up in a ponytail. If you can see any scalp, then you are probably low density hair, and if you don't see any scalp, you're between average and high density hair. Well guys, that was all from me. So that is how I would analyze or assess my hair type. It's good to assess your hair in these different layers, because then you can understand more why another 4C girl, her hair looks or grows super fast or looks super shiny, while your 4C hair does not look like that. For example, my sister, who is also a 4C hair girl, but she has very coarse hair, so her hair strands are super thick and super smooth, and just her hair is just softer than mine, and it grows so much faster than mine. So it's like, we have the same mom and dad, why does our hair look different? Well, that's because we have different textures. Even though we are both 4C, but we have different textures and different density and porosity and things like that. So go out and try and test what your hair is, and well, then you might be better equipped to finding which product would suit your hair mostly. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, of course, if you haven't. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.